Hey team, Coach Gordy here. This is going to be a bit of an emotional video. I'm feeling a bit vulnerable at the moment because I'm making this video. I've been talking to my mentor, Scotty, over the last month or so about this. I've spoke to a couple of other coaches about this subject, and it's why Beachbody, how Beachbody changed my life, and why I'm a coach for Beachbody. And it's quite vulnerable to me because I'm a sensitive person, and it's moved me in ways that I'd never kind of expected. So basically, this is me pre-warning you that within the next couple of minutes you can expect me to get quite emotional. I'm going to start with 2010. I got a job at the end of 2009, which was as a motivational speaker, and I love that job. I always loved it, and it was exactly where I was meant to be. I was traveling around the country all the time. I was doing seminars, I was doing workshops, I was doing speeches. I was learning new scripts on how to motivate people and inspire people to kind of meet their goals and match their dreams, pass exams, improve their health, and all that kind of stuff. A year into it, I got quite unwell, and what actually happened was anxiety and stress kind of started to take over with all the traveling and being away from home so much, and running around the country trying to be everywhere at the right times and do all the organisation. Managed to spend time with my family, managed to get home for weekends. At one point I was doing a weekend job as well as a drama teacher, running workshops there, and I had a mental breakdown. I had to stop working for 5 or 6 months. I couldn't work, and at points I couldn't even leave the house. I just couldn't go out of my front door. It was just impossible for me. In that time, I put on an awful lot of weight. I was already a big guy. I was not confident. I didn't have much confidence as it was, but I'd lost any semblance of any confidence I'd ever had in my life. To even come out of the house, it would take me like an hour and a half. Like, I'd have to try on almost every outfit, every combination of outfits. I had to look a certain way. I didn't like how I looked. I was the guy who always put the t-shirt on under a shirt just in case my belly popped out the bottom or something. I didn't like myself. I hated myself. And for me to say that now, it seems unrealistic. But I remember, guys, exactly how I felt. I went back to work and I started doing some promo work. I became an associate, so I wasn't salaried anymore, and I was just kind of working at my own pace and doing what I wanted to do and when I wanted to do it, and I loved it. I felt much more relaxed about life, you know. And I was doing a job basically, and a couple of things happened over one weekend. A lot of people say they have a turning point in their life, and something happens. It might be they have an accident in the car and their life flashes before their eyes and something switches and they decide to change something in their life. Some people have health scares and they find out that they're ill in some way, and boom, they change. This is how I changed. This is what my turning point was. This is what actually happened to me. I was doing a job on an alcoholic drinks campaign, and we basically went round pubs. It was an acting job, and we dressed up and we had to be characters and stuff. One of the characters that I was working with was what was called the Stud, and he didn't have any top on. He had these little hot pants on. He had a six-pack and all these lovely muscles. And that weekend, I said to him, "I wish I could look like you." Now, at the time, I was 15.5 stone. And do you know what his answer was? Guys, he went, "Why can't you?" That was it. That's all he said. "Why can't you?" And I went, "Well, that's not me, is it? That's you. That's obviously your body type. It's not my body type." He said, "You could do anything you want with your body." He said, "You just need to know the right way to eat." And he was a cage fighter, so he had specific meal plans, and he talked me through it. And over our lunch that day, he went to the shop with me, and we walked around the shop, and he went, this is what this food does, this is how it can help or hinder. And he actually educated me so much. Now, that wasn't the turning point. The next day, I was on a different campaign, and I was working in a store, and this obese gentleman, I say obese, he was about 3 or 4 times the size I was at the time, at 15.5 stone. Like, to look at, I mean, I don't know what he actually weighed. Ooh, the light's just gone off. So, we were walking through the store, and he patted me on the belly as a joke, and he said, "You'll be as big as me soon." Well, I didn't know where to look, and we both laughed, and it was funny, and we had a joke. But that was it. Something then just went, oh my God. I looked down to the belly he just patted, and I thought, he's right. He's so right. If I don't change the way I'm living, I'll be diabetic. I'm going to end up with a heart attack. I'm going to be as big as this guy someday. And it wasn't about me being sizist at all. I instantly looked into myself, and I realised how unhealthy I was. The next day, I'd changed everything I ate. I'd started a workout program. I'd spoke to one of my friends who said, "Have you ever heard of this insanity thing?" And that's Beachbody, for those of you who don't know. And I was like, "No, what is it?" And he was saying, "Oh, well, it's this high intensity work program, but it's like only an hour a day, that's all you have to put aside, and it'll really help speed up." And he went through about speeding up metabolism and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to give that a go." I was already a member of a gym, I was already at the gym, and I used to go like 2 or 3 hours a day, but I didn't really change what I was eating. So my food was terrible, but this insanity program, I saw results, I saw the befores and afters online, and I was like, that's not real, that's photoshopped, that doesn't happen to normal people. So I was like, yeah, do you know what? Something's got to give. Something must be possible for people this weekend to be saying what they said. I have to change. I have to do something differently. And that was it. An hour a day, I worked out. And I cut out as many of the rubbish foods I was eating as I could. And I introduced stuff back in. I tried to figure out how my body worked, what worked well for my body, what wasn't working for my body. And I put myself on this journey without even realising it. I didn't have a coach. I did not have someone at my side saying, right, this is what you have to do. This is what's going to happen. I got told what might happen if I didn't change my ways, and instantly it stayed. And I've never forgotten it, guys. I've never forgotten that. So I took a choice upon myself. I took my own inspiration to say, I do not want to live the life I'm living. I do not want to hate myself. I do not want to spend so long getting ready to leave the house. I'm not happy. I don't like who I am. So that's why I changed. I did insanity for 1 round, and I was taking before and after pictures at the end of every week, and then at the end of every month, put them all together, and I saw a massive difference within my first 30 days. I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe the size difference. And I wasn't really worried about weighing myself, because it wasn't about the weight for me. It was about my health. It was about the inside out. So the next month, I thought, something's really working here. And you know what, guys? I had so many people telling me I'd give up. I had so many people, oh, you're on a health kick. Just have a cake. You know you want one. It'll finish eventually anyway. Thanks for the support, everyone. I ended up being in my house looking for support. Like, people liked what I was doing, but they didn't believe I could keep doing it. And as much as they want to support, and as much as people that we're close to want to egg us on and give us what we need, they don't realise that they don't sometimes, and they don't realise that their mentality can be so different from ours. So that's when I went online and started looking for support groups, and I started looking for accountability groups. Who can I talk to who knows exactly what I'm feeling? And that's where I found the team that I've known for the last 6 years. These guys have stuck with me through everything. We've went on to different programs, we've been on different meal plans, but we've been consistent. Like, the people watching this who know me will know who they are, but they're the people who've kind of stood by and said, how are you getting on today? What's working? What's not working? How can we help? What can we do to help you? And vice versa. I had people who I could go to, and as I was progressing, there was new people joining our groups who were saying, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Can somebody help? This is my age. This is my height. Guys, at the age of, what was that at the time? 32. I was 15.5 stone. And that was the norm. This is what age kind of does to us. It's age. As you get older, you grow into your age. No, guys, you don't have to be unhealthy at a certain age. You don't have to believe that's what has to happen. Now, at the age of, well, I'm 37 this year. Not quite yet, but 37 this year. I'm the healthiest I have ever been. Like, in my life. It's insane. Like, I cannot believe sometimes, looking back, and I look at the pictures and I look at exactly what I've been through. All the different programs I've worked on, I've been consistent. Yes, we fall off the wagon. Yes, we go and we don't always eat healthy. We're human, you know? But we need to be consistent. We need the support. We need the people to be around us and help give us what we need. And that's what I've had for 6 years. And that's why I became a coach. Over the last maybe 4 or 5 years, people saw the massive difference that I'd made in the first couple of years. I started getting people personally approach me to say, what did you do? I need some of that. And I was like, right, okay, brilliant. Here's my advice. Here's what I did. And I've kind of helped people find their route as well. And it's just expanded over the last 4 or 5 years. More and more people in my circles now. I've helped people lose hundreds of pounds collectively, like maybe under £1,000 collectively. All the people that I've kind of advised and helped through certain things have lost so much weight and got healthier. Because it's not just about the weight. It's about growing yourself or having a better you from the inside out. You know, it's about becoming happier with who we are. And that's why I became a coach. I'm literally thinking back now to about 10 minutes ago. I've managed to stay not too emotional. I've managed to be able to do this without crying. But every time I usually tell this story, I well up. And in the team calls, when I'm talking to people about it, I do, like, I cry so often. People think I'm a bit of a nutter. But I still travel around the country, guys. I'm still a motivational speaker. I'm also a coach. I'm also still a drama teacher. Beachbody has helped me so much, the personal development, learning more about me. Even 6 years later, I'm still learning about who I can be. Who am I? Like, I feel much calmer in the person that I am. I don't stress so much about everything. Obviously, life has its stresses, but I'm so happy, like, with myself. I do not depend on other people now to provide me with happiness or make me confident. I can do that from the inside now because I'm so healthy. You know, I feel better in the clothes I'm wearing. I'm not afraid to look in the mirror anymore. I don't go to bed running over how fat everyone thinks I look or whatever. I had this constant play in my head of how ugly I was on the inside and how horrible person I was, and people made jokes about my weight, and that guy was the only person to say it out loud. And you know, I put a picture, before and after picture out recently, and multiple people said, that's not you. I look like a completely different person as well. I feel like I've shed my old self and I've managed to kind of develop this complete new Gordon. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's changed my life. And people say that and it sounds cliche and it sounds silly. But until you start that journey, until you commit and until you decide up here that you do not want to feel like that anymore, until you decide you want to make that change in your life for your family, you want to help your family get healthier, you want to earn a bit more money for your family, being the coach, whatever your goals are, whatever you're inspired to do, pay off debts, become thinner, look better in a suit, or what is it that you're working towards? We all have different goals. What are those goals, and what can I do to help you? My journey has been 6 years, and 6 years strong, guys. Yes, I ate unhealthily at times. Yes, I've been through some bad times. I've fallen off the wagon a few. We all do. But it's the support network that's kept me going, guys. It's being part of a support network that's kept me. I need to show up. I have to show up for you guys. If I'm not showing up, other people won't show up, you know? And this is what our team is all about. It's about providing you with exactly what you want. It's about helping you on that journey to get those things that you want. So I've done it without crying. Success. I've managed to get through the whole story. I think it's been not consistent. That's the wrong word. I think I've expressed it in the right way. So I think I've got all the right information over so you can understand my why and why I've done everything that I've done and why I do what I'm doing now as a coach. Guys, if you need that support, that's what I'm here for. Okay, if you need to reach out to someone and say, I'm not happy in my skin, I want to better my life, I want to pay off debts, I want to support my family a bit more, whatever you're working towards, this is why I'm here. Okay, reach out to me. You can email me, you can DM me, you can private message me. But most importantly, guys, I need you to understand why I do what I do, you know? Because everyone has a journey. Everyone has a journey. It might not be about the weight, it might not be about the health. It might be about your finances, it might be about living a happier life. It might be that you need support in your life. What? Everyone's different, you know? What is it? What is that? What is it that you need? Okay? Reach out. That's what we're here for. That's what me and my team are all here for. Yeah? Take care, guys. You can email me, iamgordoncampbell@gmail.com. You can check out my blog. Like, all links will be below this video if you do want to hook up and reach out for anything. Okay? We're here for you. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye. Pow!